Good evening, Hobby World. Thanks for joining us live tonight for episode 52 of Personal Rips and Hobby Chat. Joining me tonight, as always, is Ken from at Beans B Card Blog, and I'm Herman, aka 3B Collections. We're here every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern to talk about our hobby and yours. Feel free to join in the conversation and chat. How's everybody doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Sorry about having to miss last week. Was a little under the weather for a handful of days. I think I was having some reactions to some new medicines, and good to go now though.
Hey, that's
Either
good. That's good.
either that's not what it was, or my body has adapted. So either way, it's a positive outcome.
Yeah, I started. I can't remember if I told you or not, but doctor put me on some cholesterol medicine about a month ago, and one of the side effects was body aches and something else. And excuse me, the body aches is something I always have anyway, but it seemed like it got worse, and I think it was because of the medicine.
Man.
But it's just like you said, I've kind of adjusted. I guess gotten used to it. So,
man, we're getting old, man. We're leading off the show talking about all our aches and pains and medications.
that's it. That's it.
How old are we, man? How old are we?
Well, I'm pushing 50. So.
Well, I'm not too far behind you. Not too far behind.
Right. So we got George with us and Bo and Diego. Welcome. Tonight didn't go exactly as planned. I kind of had something lined up, but it kind of fell through. Not sure what happened. We may push this to next week if we can get it going. So we'll just kind of wing it tonight.
Wing it. Maybe might end up being a little bit short of a show just because we don't really have any any topics we discussed. I sent them one over at the last minute, but
and I actually had already started looking at that and had thought about bringing it up because it's kind of interesting. And we're talking about the Project 70 plagiarism problems that they seem to be having lately.
I just want to know if all of the PSA cucks that were getting all over HGA about the art thing. Do you remember that? Art on the flip. I wonder if those bunch of jackasses are all gonna be all over Tops because they better be.
Yeah, well, and this is kind of where I stand on it, and this is where I told you I posted or I replied to it. Yes, Tops's name is on that, and they are responsible for it, but it's kind of hard for them to monitor every single little thing. They kind of have to trust the artist that they're not going to do something like this. Because I mean, you think of the artwork that's out there, and what they have coming in. They do what 4 cards a day, 5 days a week.
You got me. Got no damn idea.
So I mean, it's kind of hard to keep up with every single little thing. So it kind of, to me personally, I feel like it goes more back on the artist. And
okay. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Sorry.
But you know what I'm saying, though, because the artist knows when he's putting this art on the card, he knows where it came from. He knows if it's his art or if he's plagiarized it off the internet or off a Google search or something like that, and he's submitting it as his own.
Okay, so let me draw this parallel. So I work with, and I think the company I work with.
Right.
They are not only a Fortune 500 company, I believe they're in the top 10. I'm a contractor to that company.
Mm-hmm.
If I go and do something illegal through their systems, they are still held responsible because I'm a contractor to them. If I give out information that I shouldn't get, that they could get in trouble for, that company still ultimately is liable because I work for them.
Yeah, I'm not arguing
so
that.
At the end of the day, Tops is still responsible.
Yeah,
it's got nothing to do with the name. This jackwagon, if he's stealing other people's stuff, they hired this guy. So ultimately, they're still responsible because you're responsible as an employer for your employees / contractors. So I'm not sitting here trying to blame Tops. I'm just not willing to let them off the hook, if that makes sense.
Right. And I'm not, don't get me wrong. I'm not letting Tops off the hook because, like I said, yeah, ultimately they are responsible for what they put out.
Yeah.
Exactly. But at the same time, though, they the artist is all right. Let me put it this way: the artist did it knowingly.
Yeah,
because
and I'm not, like I said, I'm not blaming
especially
Tops.
This last one that came out, they didn't even bother to take the dude's name off of the art.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was awful.
His name is still on it.
Not gonna lie, was the first one, was that a Ben Baller thing? Did he steal some CD cover? I thought somebody stole some CD cover.
I don't think it was Ben Baller. It was somebody else. I don't.
Oh, well, that guy's a fucking ass clown. So I just want to blame it on him anyway. Piece of shit.
I'm good with that too,
but anyway, okay. Is that what the other one was though? Was they stole like a CD cover?
It was something like that. Yeah.
Okay, because I'd heard people referencing like, it's not the first time it's happened, and it didn't hit me until literally just now. Right. Then I was like, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, it was like a gold. It was like almost all gold background or something like that. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sitting here saying the Top should have caught it because, like you said, there's no way for them to monitor. It's not. But they're ultimately responsible because he is a contract to them, and no differently than I judge them because of how I feel about Ben Baller. I still judge them as a company because they're associated with him.
Right.
So, it is what it is. Like I said, I don't think that they necessarily should have caught it. It's ultimately on the artist. But at the end of the day, Tops doesn't get away unscathed. And that's just how I feel about it.
What is it? Art is a lot like parody and music. You can get away with a lot by towing the line.
Well, not when you have the exact words and name on there.
Well, now he's talking. Now he's like, it's almost like Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice was like, no, it's theirs goes dun 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 dun. Mine goes dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I think there was a ching on the end, if I remember the interview correctly. Yeah. So, again, it is, at the end of the day, it is what it is. What'll happen will happen. Maybe it works out that this guy that he ripped off, maybe that guy is on, Project 2022 74 6308 or whatever they run next year
with Fanatics.
Whoever. So maybe, hopefully. I believe that with the HGA thing, I recall there was a positive outcome of some sort. Either he got hired by the company or he got paid or there was something. So hopefully it all works out. But, obviously this guy, this artist who, I can't name, I only know a handful of the artists' names. I know them. I couldn't even tell you who most of them are. Like I couldn't recite many. But ultimately, this guy just needs to be gone and done with immediately.
Yeah, and the bad thing about it is now I want to. The first one that they had was one of the new ones they added, but this King, well, everybody knows who he is. King Saladin. He is one of the original artists from Project 2020
from last year. Yeah, he was on last year's.
So is this a product of? Everybody talks about hobby burnout. Is he burnt out? Is he just out of ideas and just wants to start copying and pasting other people's work and forgetting to take their name off of it, or what?
Yeah, I got nothing on that.
And we're talking about it, so let me pull it up real quick. This was the tweet that you sent me, and I had already saw, but this was the funny part because it's one thing when somebody else notices it, but hold on, I gotta separate this. Here we go. But when the things ain't cooperating for me. When the artist themselves calls you out, So, well, this is awkward at Tops and at King Saladin. You're about to release a card that has my art on it, and it has even got my name on it.
You know what? I literally just thought about this. I mean, at least Tops is releasing these ahead of time, because now these won't go for sale or go into production. There's no doubt these aren't going to go, or I guess I would assume, but you know what happens when you assume. You would think these are not going to go into production, so they definitely covered their tails on that end, I guess. At least, you know.
Yep, there it is. Pop Fly Pop Shop.
Yeah, I had no idea what I was looking for until I saw that picture. I was like, these don't necessarily look the same, but it was today, Bo. Or I don't know when the tweet was, but I saw it literally an hour before showtime.
Yeah, the tweet was from.
Oh, I think it was from like 6 or 7 hours ago.
No, maybe. It was about 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So about 3 hours ago that it came out. So I mean, this is fairly new.
Something else I was thinking about.
So,
my bad.
Yep. That's.
I don't know. We've lost Herman. In reply to Dan with the Ohtani card and Mark would have to specify, because honestly, I give 0 Fs about this. The only reason I know about this is just because I literally happened to see the tweet. But I have Project 70, I have Project 2020, I have those muted, so I don't see most of that garbage. It's kind of right up there with NBA top shit. I got it muted, so I don't ever, apparently it's not really that big of a thing anymore, but I don't ever see it. So,
yeah, I think that's the one you were talking about, the CD case, wasn't it?
I didn't think it was him. I was thinking it was like Frank Thomas or something, but
that might have been it.
Could be completely off.
This is like the 3rd or 4th time it's happened.
Because Mark said they got busted last week. The situation I was thinking of was either early this year or it was in Project last year.
Yeah, the Ohtani one was the latest one. I know that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
it actually got pulled, and they're saying that card might not ever be released, as in, like, there's going to be a gap in the set. So, like, card 3, whatever it was, just won't even be released because it got pulled at the last second, and the artist is not going to get the chance to redo it. So
you're just going to have a big old blank spot right in the middle of your 9-page sheet. But yeah.
Here we go. So George says the Ohtani card used the character straight up that someone else did, but just didn't change uniform color. Okay.
So what artist was that? And have we heard, are they done with Project 8675309 or, because that's what I'm interested by is, obviously I don't think you want those people associated with, the Topps brand anymore. You need to cut no differently than if an athlete does something completely stupid, a lot of times they just, the team just cuts ties with them.
Yep. So Bo says it was a, let's see, where's it at? Was like a comic book or something like that, which is funny because this is exactly what this last one is. The last one, let me see if
yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. It definitely is a comic book.
Let me pull it back up because I actually follow this the guy that did this art because he had recently done a okay, I gotta get back to it. This ain't it, but hold on.
Hey, it's Texas Card Dude.
Texas Card Dude with his antique options.
And his little card shop.
There it is. Here's the comic book. And this it's not the picture of Mickey Mantle, but it's this area here. I'm guessing there's the
yeah, I think so, because the wording is right over there. It's right below the T in Comet, if I see it correctly. And we've lost Herman again. So enjoy looking at this beautiful face. Sorry. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully Herman will be back.
I gotta stop.
There he is.
Dude, I am doing that myself, and it's not even my internet. It's trying to flip back and forth. But yeah, it's the area around the it's like the star, and it's not like he took the picture of Mickey Mantle, but it's the
and
back.
that's why I had said until I saw that third picture, I didn't even get what he was talking about. And then I was like, oh damn.
Because
I get what Bo's saying that. Yeah, I mean, it's ultimately it falls on the artist. I'm just saying that, Topps is, I mean, at least, it didn't get released. They posted the picture, so it got caught. I'm just saying ultimately Topps has a certain level of accountability for, again, employing these contractors.
So Jenny popped in chat. Jenny, if you're able to jump in, we're still open to having you in here. I sent you the link, so we can give it a shot. Unless you got to take care of your puppy, we understand that. So
yeah, I didn't even think to tell you before the show. Yeah, I may have to go off screen. I got a sick one. One of the girls is sick. The big one.
Uh-oh.
Her tummy's not been good for. She's woken me up in the middle of the night. The last 2 nights twice to let her out. She never does that.
Dan's wanting me to show the card again. So let's pull it back up. All right, that's the comic book that it came from. And then this is the actual card. So like I said, it's the back. It's not the picture. It's the background. Like you look right in here, you see the artist's name. That's the big thing. They didn't even bother to take his name off of it.
At least we know King Saladin can use Photoshop better than I can.
Right. And then you got the solar flare here, and I guess all this little business behind it. But let me pull the other part up. Yeah, that's it. So you got the little solar flare here, and then all of this. But I mean, you've got the artist's name on the card.
Yeah, I mean it's cut and dry from the aspect of, yes, it's completely, I don't know if plagiarized is the right word or not, but it's whatever. It's using somebody else's work. Yeah, I guess that is plagiarism. I always think of plagiarism in more the term of writing, but I mean, the only thing we can really argue about is ultimately who's responsible or who it falls on. Literally, that's the only thing to debate, because if anybody says that, there's no way you can say that he didn't straight up steal that. No way.
All right, Jenny. Yeah, that sounds good. We can do that.
I was not talking about you.
Right. We'll plan for next week. Yeah. That 70s card shows, like, look how close their SIGs are together. Like, his signature is right almost within just centimeters of the original artist.
Guys, if you haven't subscribed to that 70s card show on here, he does a weekly podcast focusing obviously on 70s cards. It's an awesome listen. It's usually about an hour, so I encourage y'all to go check his channel out if you haven't already. Give him some likes and some subs. And hey, give us a thumbs up right now, since apparently you have to say that to get people to do it.
A thumbs up, a subscribe, a comment. Yeah.
But tell me I suck. Tell me I'm ugly. Whatever you need to do.
That's it.
Comment. We're getting a visitor. We're getting a guest.
Hey.
This is not the sick one. All right.
Yep. And Bo has an interesting point here. Let's see if I can get it to come up. So look at it this way. He actually credited the original artist by leaving his name on it.
I mean, I think you're grasping at straws, because obviously that guy didn't know. I don't know if Bo. Sometimes with Bo, it's hard to tell if he's being serious or sarcastic. He's kind of got that, that sense of humor. So I don't know if he's being serious or sarcastic. But
the only problem with that is, I mean, yeah, you put my name in it, but where's my royalties at? Because I mean, these guys are getting paid for the cards, and he, unless King Saladin is going to send him a check.
Well, even at that point, it's no good, because it's just straight up thievery. And now you're just paying afterwards.
Look, Bo says he's kind of being both.
Yeah, I did see that. Hey, I didn't think he was serious, but you never know. So, plus we gotta have something to talk about.
Yeah, we're kind of filling time here.
Yeah, because and that was something I've thought about the last few weeks. I mean, we kind of lucked into this, and we've spent roughly 20 minutes on it. Has anybody else noticed that it just seems to be boring in the hobby lately? And I don't mean that necessarily in a negative way, but there's like really not that much to talk about. There's really nothing, we've always got something, it seems like, but I will say that the last few weeks it's been kind of slow. Maybe it's because baseball has ended. I don't know what that is. Are we not getting as many releases as we're getting closer to Christmas? I don't know what it is, but am I the only one that feels that way?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Bo said it right there, hobby dead time. That's what I'm wondering. But, I've never done a weekly show before now. So it just seems like there should be something to talk about. The only thing I know is Montgomery Club renewals are this week. So we'll see how that ultimately ends up after last year's fiasco. What I do hate about Montgomery Club is we got the email that the subscriptions are coming, the renewals are coming this week. But like the boxes in Montgomery Club, when you get the email saying, hey, Sapphire is going to be released tomorrow, they don't tell you how much it is. It's just a surprise when it's finally on the site. So I know they raised the price this year from the year prior, and I'm wondering if they're going to release it again, especially the way, just the hobby is and everybody's flipping. Panini is basically doubled the prices of Blasters. His Top's going to double the price of Montgomery Club.
Yeah.
Because if it goes much more than it is, I'm not sure I'm going to re-up. I don't know that it's worth it, especially because you're not getting deals on those boxes in Montgomery Club like you used to. We were getting Sapphire for like 60 or 80. Now they're charging 300 for Sapphire. So we're not even getting the deal we were getting. And then you're going to try to up the price of the membership itself. That's a lot of horse shit right there. And maybe that's because I'm not a baseball collector, so to speak, which I'm sure everybody's going to boo me for that I'm taking up a membership. But it is what it is, man. I got in there on year 2. Everybody had the chance.
Well, I will say that I wanted to last year, but I missed it just because of all the hoopla of
it was a
of the
cluster
bots and then them having to do away with that and going back to the original members. I would love to get a Montgomery Club membership, but I definitely see it going up.
Yeah, me too.
And not just because of everything else going up, but I mean, how many more years can Topps offer Montgomery Club?
Yeah, they're trying to make whatever money they can make. And so, yeah, I mean, it was 200 last year.
And it was 150 year before, right?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so I'm like...
You're looking at a minimum of 250.
I'm thinking it's probably going to be a minimum of 3. I'm thinking it's probably 300.
Yeah. But in all honesty, and I'm not saying everybody does this, but the majority of the people that get in the Montgomery Club, especially last year, was because of what they saw what happened the year prior, in the fact that you get the stuff off Montgomery Club and it almost instantly triples.
I think that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I get as far as triples, but especially because they've
at least doubles,
because they've raised the price is on stuff. Like I said, Sapphire last year, I want to say was around 100. Just basic Chrome Sapphire was 300 this year, or 250, 300, 250 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean that, so you're raising the price on the thing, and then you're raising the price on that. I don't know. Because, like I said, maybe it's just because I don't buy every product that comes out. That's another thing. I don't buy every product that comes out that they offer. So,
right.
And
what was funny to me last year was the fact that I actually saw, and I saw it on Facebook and Twitter. And the big thing last year was flippers. Everything was flippable. Everything.
Mm-hmm. Last year it was because of the prices.
I saw people flipping Montgomery Club memberships.
I actually, I had a buddy that told me there was a guy that was paying $1,000 for Montgomery Club memberships, and I tried to get into his Facebook group, and he didn't let me in because I was going to sell it. I was going to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't I?
I saw a guy. I personally saw a guy on. I can't remember if it was Facebook or Twitter, but he was offering an extra Montgomery Club membership that he had gotten, I guess through a different email or something or whatever, and he was selling it for $500, which was double the price.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I know I was going to sell mine. The guy said he was buying as many as he could at 1,000. He had a Facebook group that was private, so I applied and never got approved.
But yep.
But hey, what do I know? Like I said, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what it is. It'll be interesting to see if we have the Fuster Cluck that we had last year. If they can actually get it right, are they going to actually, if say, 99% of the people re-up 95%, which I'm figure will happen. Are there going to be additional ones? Are you just going to make it bigger every year? It doesn't have to go bigger. The more you make it big, the less actual value there is to it. And let's be honest, I mean, it's not like I don't know, maybe there's been one or two. It's not like they're totally exclusive to Montgomery Club. You just get the opportunity to purchase it a day before. And hopefully they're not out. But there have been times where it sells out to Montgomery Club members.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the advantage of having the Montgomery Club in that case if you didn't get to it in time? It's not all bad. Like I said, I mean, there's plenty of benefits to it, and depending on the price, I'll re-up. But yeah, no, I mean, I agree, and that's why with all the Tops news, or Fanatics news, the way it came down this year, yeah, I'd have probably been pretty smart to have taken that grand last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, I mean, at most we got 5 more years or something, whatever. I don't remember what the
26
is that what it is? Okay, so yeah, so 5 more years. And that's, as of now, we don't know how that's going to play out ultimately. That timeline I would be shocked. Whatever the announced time is, I would be shocked if it actually goes that long.
Yeah.
I think that'll be cut down a couple of years probably. But, take what I say, take it with a grain of salt.
Yep.
But yeah, so what else we got? What else is new and exciting?
30 months.
Yeah, I saw that. He talked about that kids club thing. I can't remember who it was. Somebody. Oh, I think Mike Summer is in that, and I've heard him talk about that.
Brad's in it too.
Oh, Brad's in it too. Okay, mm-hmm. I know Mike's in it. That's I think who I've heard talk about it most. But he doesn't really post his shows to YouTube, so I don't really listen to a lot of his shows. I only listen. Okay. I only listen to podcasts or on YouTube. I don't want to go chasing down 4 different sites to try and listen to one podcast. So,
but you're talking about the kids club thing. It's as hard to get into it as the Montgomery Club.
I mean, I'm assuming there's definitely got to be something like it's just not a complete free for all.
Because last year I got notified as soon as it came up. Because it was one of those things where, like Montgomery Club was supposed to be in last year, it was offered back to the existing members from the prior year, mm-hmm. and the ones that they had like X amount of days to say whether they wanted to renew or not, and then it was offered back up. But when it was offered back up to the public, like I knew within 15 minutes of the email coming out, and by the time I got on, it was gone. So it's just as hard to me as the Montgomery Club is.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like you said, it might be slightly easier this year. I don't know, because that the difference in that though is you pay like a monthly fee and they just send you stuff, I believe, right? Or is it like Montgomery you can buy stuff?
No, it's not. It's one of those. It's almost like a box. One of those
box subscription type deals.
Box subscriptions, yeah. You pay for it, and this is what you're going to get. There's no extra. You can buy this before the public, or you can only buy this if you're in this. It's you get what they send you, and it's usually blasters of this or that, and sunglasses with tops on them, scarves with tops on them, keychains, whatever.
That reminds me, I got to get that Bud Light scarf that I have, Christmas scarf. I got to get that on eBay. I have a Bud Light Christmas scarf and a sweater vest. I got to get those on eBay.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me, Herman. You're the best.
There you go. Bud Light scarf. Yeah, you get one blaster and one exclusive set per month. And if I'm not mistaken, from what Brad's told me, the set you get is like a running set. In other words, you get 10 cards 1 month, you get the next 10 the next month.
It's kind of like buying. It's kind of like buying the living set in a way. It's just a continuous set. Yeah. As opposed to the Montgomery Club, which you get the 5 different sets throughout the year.
And George says there's no age limit, which considering that Brad's in his 40s and he has a subscription, I'd say there probably is no age limit.
Well,
only a dollar amount is all Top's worries about. They ain't worried about your age.
Yeah, I mean, because if they're going to do that, then that's unfair that I can't get involved. Because I've got an adult stepson, but they need to make a dogs club because then I can get 3.
You and me both.
Yeah. And make it happen, Tops. Make it happen, Tops, because you still care.
If they had a chicken set, I could get about 150 or 200.
Man, that's a lot of chicken.
That kind of goes back to George's hobby drive, my other hobby. I think I shared that on Twitter a few times. That's kind of my second hobby outside of baseball cards. We
choking your chickens?
No, we ain't choking no chicken. God. Okay.
And we just lost all of our viewers. Sorry, guys.
We just dropped. No.
Except George, he's probably still laughing about that one.
Yeah, he fell out of his desk chair there, raising some chickens. Now it's something I kind of got into. Oh God, it's been 20 years ago now, or better. But raising and actually showing chickens.
Okay, so you don't eat them.
Well, no, I eat chicken. I do eat chicken.
Do you eat your chickens?
I don't eat my chickens.
Okay, so
yeah. Do you know what? You know how big a Cornish game hen is in the grocery store?
They're little, aren't they?
They're little. Okay, yeah. The chickens I raise are smaller than that.
Oh, those aren't chickens; they're pigeons.
Well, they're not much bigger than a pigeon for real.
They're pigeons. I stand by my statement.
If I had a picture, I'd show you. They're the ones I raise are what they call Old English game bantams.
They're English, so does old is OLDE.
Yep. So if you know, Art, if I were to say a gamecock, a fighting chicken, you know what that is, right?
Yeah, I mean roughly. I don't know what they look like.
Well, this is like a third of the size, but looks just like them.
I used to fight chickens online. It was a game. It was a website. It was battlewang.com.
Dan wants to know how many chickens I have. I have roughly somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 to 175.
Raise your hand if you can tell we had no topics planned for tonight.
I mean, we're just kind of spinning off and going on to other hobbies. But George started this.
See, that's the thing is I don't have any other hobbies. And I hear people talk about that. Yeah, I really don't. Everything is pretty much card or somewhat sports related. I hear people talk, when you have those times of burnout, go to your other hobbies, and I don't have that. So I either need to just step away from social media or go collect something different if I'm burnt out on what I'm doing.
Jenny says 150 chickens. How much land do you have? Well, surprisingly, given the size of them,
but they're all the size of a pigeon.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. I mean, I can put like 30 of them in a pen smaller than a dog kennel, and they have plenty of room. So,
do they lay eggs?
They do lay eggs.
Do you eat those eggs?
I have, but I mean, we're talking about a small egg, about less than half the size of a regular store-bought egg.
That's a lot of work.
I tell you what, they do. They do make a great pickled egg because they're bite size. Controversial topic to discuss. Who has the best dog?
Who has the best dog? What?
It's all right. Let me go back and answer some of these. Let's see. Dan says, how many coops do I have? I actually have 3 what I consider ground coops, which I keep the majority of them in. Then I have 12 individual coops is where I put it. I call it, they're consider them conditioning pens, which is where I put the ones that I'm going to show individually to make sure they don't get the feathers messed up and whatnot.
You live out in the sticks?
Do I live out? Hell yeah, I live in the sticks.
Okay, because yeah, man, I can't imagine. Man, they would run us out of here if I had 150 little pigeon chickens in the backyard.
And they make a lot of noise.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that's why I was like, "There's no way you live in like a cul-de-sac or something."
No. I'm country as country gets. I'm like, my closest neighbor is over a mile away.
Oh, wow.
So
that sounds nice, but yet terrifying all at the same time.
Wait, what is it? Aside from collecting as a whole, I mostly play sports.
Hey, he's townhouse. He's in the upstairs, and I'm guessing the chickens are downstairs.
Yeah.
He has to walk through them to get upstairs.
Jenny says I live in a townhouse and my neighbors love me.
Yeah.
Now, if I knew we wouldn't start losing viewers, I could kind of go into some interesting stories about going to 2 of the shows. We've actually snuck birds into motel rooms.
I got nothing. But like I said, we've really been off card topic for a bit. But man, have you noticed the chat's gotten more busy since we have?
Yeah,
they may be more interested in this stuff than they are in what we think about cards.
And the viewership's going up too.
Can your neighbor hear the banjos?
Well, they probably can. They probably can when I'm playing it.
I wish I still had my banjo.
You play banjo?
I had one.
Okay. Well,
having one and playing one are completely different. But I was in like 4th grade, and my God, trying to play a full size banjo, my arm won't even reach out as far as I need to go.
Yep. Here I am. I own a banjo, a mandolin, a fiddle, a guitar, and a bass, but I can only play one of them. So
you're like a one-man band or something.
One man bluegrass band.
You need to get you one of the harmonicas with the thing you wrap around your neck or whatever.
Yeah, yep. And a 5-gallon bucket to beat on.
Start playing multiple instruments. Yeah, you got a drum. You got your foot. You can do the foot pedal to a drum.
The thing is, the bass is the only thing that I own. The rest of the instruments are the stuff that my boys tried to start playing, and then they give up on it, and then they moved out and they left the crap with me.
Which means you still own it because you probably bought it for them.
Yeah,
or you do own it.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody needs to have a yard sale out and.
I honestly thought about putting them on eBay or something to just get rid of them. I have played around with the banjo, but I can't.
Facebook Marketplace, man, because those things are going to be expensive as hell to ship.
Yeah, you're right.
Marketplace sounds again.
So Diego said he played the bass guitar in his teenage years. Now the bass is something I love playing the bass. I've actually played the upright bass, the doghouse bass, whatever, with my father-in-law. And I love it.
Hey, I gotta run. The dog I said was having the stomach issues. She's whining, so you're gonna have to hold down the fort for a couple minutes.
Hey, we can talk about chickens. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead and talk about chickens. Everyone, enjoy the chicken chat.
All right, well, while Ken's gone, let's go back. I'm gonna try to catch up on chat here. I know I've missed some stuff here. So George says he loves pickled eggs. Yeah, man, them things make great pickled eggs. Like I said, it's like eating popcorn. They're bite size. You know, if you like them, some people love them, some people don't. Can you maybe here? Out of 90 acres here, nothing better. Yep. Tell us the whites. George wants to know what the white speck on top of chicken shit is. That's chicken shit. Delta get the further away you want to be from people. Yeah, that could be more. You couldn't be no more right than that. I love being out here by myself. Band. Dan says he stole a bass guitar in teenage years. Jenny wants to know about the Freeman deal. All right, here we go. Freeman deal. Atlanta offered Freddie Freeman, what was it, 135 over 5 years? Which I think they said worked out to be $27 million a year. Some crap like that. Personally, I think if he wanted to stay in Atlanta like he said he did, he would have took that, because he is coming up on 12 years in the league. I'm not saying he's going downhill by no means. He's nowhere near going downhill, but he's holding out for 33 a year. The difference between 27 and 33, when your net worth is already what it is like me turning down a job over $1. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll come to terms. Maybe Atlanta will offer him a little more. Maybe he'll decide that he'll just take what they offered him. But I mean, $27 million a year that's not chump change. I don't care what your net worth is. So
something I was thinking about, probably had this situation in the past. I just can't think of it off the top of our head. But so Ronald Acuna Jr. is supposed to be one of the top 5 players in the game, right?
All right, George, take care, man.
He's hurt. They win the World Series. What happens in 3 or 4 more years when he comes back if the Braves don't win another World Series? Does that hurt his legacy or his, the opinion of him? Things like that. We've probably had this situation. Like I said, I just don't know the who or the what. But yeah, I mean, he was, regarded as one of the top, whatever I want to say, 3 to 5 players. He gets hurt, they win without him.
Yep.
Which also begs the question: you win without him, do you need to pay him? Now, I think he's already signed a long-term deal, right? And for less than market value, if I remember correctly. But just kind of
everybody is like bashing Atlanta for what they offered him last year. But I mean, I don't feel like that's on Atlanta though. It's not on Acuna either, because he has an agent.
Yeah, but
and the agent
didn't he? But he's got a long term, and he's at less than market value, right? In the situation.
Right. Yes.
He chose to sign it because he knew long term he got the money. So you can bash Atlanta all you want. He signed the damn contract.
Right.
So he signed it,
and I guarantee you he signed it on the advice of his agent.
Yeah. Most likely.
Because it's not like, well, he's from another country. He don't know this. He don't know that.
He doesn't speak English.
They took advantage of him because full good and well that his agent speaks the language, and he advised him to take it.
Yeah.
Now, either he needs to find a new agent, or people need to suck it up and just say, well, that's what we got.
He's good with the contract. He's good with what he's getting. I mean, he signed the contract.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure that there were other players that are probably pissed at him because he took a lower than market value contract, because in theory that brings down, that should bring down just a little bit what other people. Oh, well, we're only paying, the Braves are only paying Acuna, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of hard to justify paying you as a fourth outfielder more than that.
Right. Well, and people are even kind of down on what they gave Albies too. Because, Albies got his contract right after that, and it was, I want to say it was for less.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume it was less than Acuna. Dan wants more chicken talk.
Yeah, he does. We may have to just kind of do a show with just talking chickens.
Special episode, chicken talk. Chicken
that's
talk
right.
with Herman.
Yep. Personal risk for chicken talk.
Or maybe he should have you on, since he's doing interviews now. He should have you on chicken talk with 3B Collection.
Right. That would be Bio Bantams.
There is your 2-viewer idea, Dan. You'll get 2 viewers out of that. I'm kidding, because we got more than 2. They didn't leave.
Well, except for George, but he had to get back to work. So
you're gonna have to take a video and post of the chicken coops and whatnot, and all your chickens. Dan,
yeah. I've actually done it. I've actually done that on Twitter. I posted one time on Twitter. Who has a second hobby, and I had some videos of my chickens, and it honestly it got a lot of comments.
Yeah, but Twitter moves so fast, it's tough.
Yeah, and it didn't take it about 2 days, and it moved on, and that was it. But
how many people you follow on Twitter?
Oh God, about 1,200.
I'm over 4,000. So you talk about Twitter moving fast. Yeah, so I so much.
I don't even know.
Dan wants the chicken. Dan wants the chicken video.
I don't even know. You got me curious now. About 1,740.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it moves fast when you're following. When it's
you
got a comma in that number.
Yeah, that's followers, and then following 1725. But yeah. But yeah, Dan, I'll get some of the videos out and send them to you. And like I said, you'll see how small they are. They are tiny. Basically, pardon the movement here, but if this was a standard size chicken, this is mine.
He has little wang.
A lot of wangs.
Little, not a lot of, little, but also a lot of.
Yeah. I mean, getting back here with my cards and stuff, that's kind of in my own little zone, and I'm back here by myself and doing my thing. But if I'm outside and I'm in the chicken pen, I mean, it's noisy, it's loud. They're clucking, they're following me around, wanting to be fed or whatever. But it's just like nothing else is in my mind.
Does it cost to feed those chickens for like a week?
Honestly, not that much.
Really?
I probably a bag of feed right now is about $15, and I'm probably going through about a bag and a half a week, and that's with 150 chickens.
That's not too much more than feeding my dogs.
But now, and that's 150 chickens. But like I said, they are small. They don't eat much. So
yeah, no, I got you. But I was just curious, just because of sheer quantity. That's still a lot, no matter how big or small they are.
So Dan wants to know, were they hard to find to buy? Dan,
he's in Georgia. He's in Georgia. You can find all kinds of livestock and stuff in Georgia.
But the breed that I have is actually tough to find. And honestly, a funny story, and this is I may want to save this, because if I want to talk about it sometime, this would be all the stuff I would talk about. The breed that I have, I'm one of 4 people that I know of in the last 25 years that's actually worked on this breed and got it started. So this breed did not exist 25 years ago. The color variation, I should say. It's if you know anything about chickens, if you know anything about fighting game chickens, there's a breed called a BB Red.
Sounds like a barbecue sauce.
BB red. I mean, I'm sure there's crickets out there if you don't know anything about them. But BB red is short for black breasted red, and the variation that I have is instead of the black breast, they have what they call a fawn breast, which is, if you know fawn, it's like a dun, like a deer, the color of a deer. It's
gotcha. The only thing I know about chickens is they're tasty. That's all I know.
Yep. Any roosters? Yeah, I've got the roosters. They're actually the prettiest of the breed because of the color.
You know, it's funny you say that because Crystal likes bird watching, and yeah, it's something she's pointed out to me that I've learned is that the males are actually usually the more attractive in any bird species because they are trying to attract the suitors.
In any breed of bird, the male will have the color because they, like you said, they're trying to impress the females. The females will be just plain Jane, dull, ugly, whatever color.
Easy there, cowboy.
Well, I mean, it will be, and because, well, the females have the parts that are wanted, so they have to pick the male.
Because I think it's like in case of cardinals, like female cardinals are mostly gray with just a little bit of red.
Gray and brown and ugly, just almost like an orangish red, not even bright. And cardinals are like blood red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something I've learned from her through her bird watching adventures. Interesting.
So he won't remember his password tomorrow because his brain's taken up with chicken trivia.
Great. No more 70s card shows. Man, that sucks. Yeah, and I found what Dan said after that fascinating. That in tropical fish, the females are the more attractive colors. It's fascinating how that.
This is true. Yeah. In fish, they are. In fish, the females are the ones that's more attractive. And, well, not always the case because we have some.
Well, he said tropical fish.
Yeah, and that's tropical, meaning like saltwater, because I know we have some South African cichlids, and in those the males are just like the birds. They're the brighter colors, more. They got the bigger fins and dorsal fins, and the females are smaller and just kind of just a solid plain color. So
I got nothing. I know. I've basically said what I know about birds, and then we got squirrels in the backyard. That's really all I know about animals.
So I'm kind of intrigued by freshwater. So it depends on the breed of fish. It does. I mean, because think of the
this ties in well with Allen and Ginter. If we're gonna get Bo a Ginter card, we need to get Herman's chickens. We need to get them on a Ginter card too.
So Dan was talking about. He said freshwater fish. It depends on the breed. He don't think Korea has squirrels, but you're talking about freshwater fish. Think about the betta fish. I mean, everybody knows what a betta is, right? Yes, no, maybe Ken don't.
As opposed to an alpha, a beta.
The betta fish is all right. Most people call it the Chinese fighting fish.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, a betta fish, the male has. I mean, they're like extravagant. They got the big flop, just feather-like fins, but they'll fight to the death if they see another male. But the females are half the size and they look like a minnow.
I just want to say that we have some great friends in this YouTube community. The fact that everybody has stayed through all of this nonsense that you and I discussed tonight, absolute nonsense, and everyone's still here. I love it.
But I mean, not only they stayed, but they're participating. They're
except for Bo.
I mean, and Janice says everybody send me your chicken cards. There you go.
Yeah, I'll check it in the farm cards. Didn't they have like farm tractors or something? They had farm cards one year. The minis, I think. Now I want Herman to play his banjo and play She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy.
She thinks my tractor's sexy. I know that song. That and John Deere Green.
That's a good one. I dig that song.
Look, Mark Hoyle knows what I'm talking about with a beta fish. They had tournaments. They had
King of the Ring. Man. Come on. I don't know. I'm anti-dog fighting. I'm not sure how I feel about fish fighting.
You know, it's funny that Mark says that because I've actually seen people do that. I've seen people in the pet store, like 5 or 6 guys, and they would all buy a beta fish, and you hear them talking about that's what they were going to do. They were going to dump these 2 beta fish in a small fish bowl and bet on them.
They obviously do not listen to the end of my YouTube videos where I say be kind to animals. Bunch of jagoffs.
Well, you know, they. No, I'm not going to say that because I might offend somebody. But some people say that fish don't have feelings.
I saw a YouTube video the other day. I disagree with that now.
There's a reason why certain people will eat fish but not other meat. I'll just put it that way.
No, I don't.
Because like fish don't feel like me and you or other animals do.
Yeah, but once they're dead, they don't feel anything. So, Farmers Only, is that a dating service or?
It is.
Oh.
What else do you do in Vermont? Who's in Vermont? I'm not.
I think is he saying he's in Vermont? I think he's saying he's in Vermont.
Okay,
I was thinking that's what he was saying.
Okay.
So we are at an hour, so I just want to ask this before we end. So when this finally processing goes live on the channel, are you just deleting tonight's episode, or?
No, I'm leaving it on here. And I'm gonna let's see, where's it at? I'm gonna take Jenny's advice, and this is gonna be the new title. Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah. Or the title should probably be, yeah, we had nothing.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so it's all encompassing because neither one.
I mean, we went from Project 70s plagiarism to talking about chickens,
Montgomery Club, and banjos, and beta fish, and
sick dogs,
with an appearance by Miss Stella.
And next week, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. I didn't put her out there today because I wasn't sure, but we'll go ahead and put her out there. Next week, we're going to have Jenny Miller on with us, and we're going to be talking trading card database.
No pressure.
No pressure.
But lots of pressure. I want to know if she's going to be on camera because I don't know if I don't think I've ever seen her before.
I haven't.
Because I think she sticks to cards on Twitter.
Okay, Clarice Starling is about ready to break my door down. Ugh.
Is that the Hello Clarice thing?
I don't know. He might have to explain that a little more.
I think that's from one of the horror movies. But I mean, I say Hello Clarice because we have a local anchor lady on the news named Clarice. But
yeah, you might have to explain that a little more. Oh, yeah. Well, at least Jenny got a laugh tonight.
And hopefully her puppies feel better.
Oh, Silence of the Lamb. Okay.
Okay, there you go. I've never seen it.
I have. I had forgot about it. It's been so long. Well, man,
I don't watch a lot of movies,
for getting thrown a curveball. I think we kept it in the park tonight. So
yeah, I don't watch a lot of movies, but I'm about to go watch Hallmark Christmas movies with the wife.
Oh, God, those have started. Well, you're watching reruns right now, right?
Dude, those started 3 weeks ago.
But it's reruns, right?
No, the new one started 3 weeks ago. Like, there's new ones on Friday and Saturday nights. And a lot of reruns, but yeah.
I didn't think they started until, like, December. I meant till...
dude, they started them the week before Halloween this year. They started the new ones. As much as I love Christmas and the whole Christmas season, even I have to say that pre-Halloween is a little bit much. But yeah, they started the new ones pre-Halloween.
Okay. Well, Dan said you can go watch them with Bo. I'm gonna watch Yellowstone.
If he was close, I mean, if Bo was closer, I mean, that's fine. More the merrier. Because we can't watch it. We discovered we can't watch Yellowstone. We have to wait. We're gonna have to wait for it to come out on to get onto Peacock.
Oh yeah, I don't have the Paramount channel.
No, no. We have a way to get into some apps, but it doesn't work on Paramount app. So we're just gonna have to wait.
But y'all do watch it there, right?
Yeah, we binged the first 3 seasons.
So I won't learn.
I'm
glad you told me because that way I know not to talk to you about it.
I mean, it is what it is because it's not like I'm not going to see stuff. I mean, I'm not going to actively go out of my way to see what happens.
That's kind of how me and my wife were last week. Was like we can't not watch it the day it comes out because everybody's going to be talking about it Monday, and sure enough, they were. So
I'd have liked to have seen the season premiere just because I want to know the aftermath,
right,
of the last of season 3. Right. But it is what it is. Maybe Bo can give me a password or something, and I can watch it on his account.
All right. Well, surprisingly, we didn't lose that many viewers through this whole thing, but we're going to go ahead and cut it off here. And Elbow Sausage shows up. You're going to have to go back and watch. That's all I can say.
Oh, Gary, you got to go back and watch, brother. It was one hell of an episode. I mean, it's what was the word that guy on Doogie Howser on the adult show? What did he always say?
Oh God,
Doogie Howser was on that the show as he got older. He used to say something
about
legendary.
Yeah,
I think he always said legendary, and this episode was effing legendary.
Yep. Prime example of how to fill time.
Nobody can bullshit like we can.
Right. And all I got to say is if you made it through an hour and 2 minutes of this and you're still
a better
here,
person than I am.
Go back into the comments, leave a comment, and let us know you survived. And hit the thumbs up and come back next week and we'll talk trading card database with Jenny Miller.
Do we need to make them all a shirt that said I survived the November 15th episode?
That's it. I made it through the chicken talk. All right. We'll see y'all next week. Or actually, no, wait. We'll see y'all Saturday for Hobby Roundtable.
There you go. Get that plug in there. Forgot about that.
Well, I did wait till the very end, so hopefully everybody watches all this. See y'all.
Saturday night, 8 Eastern, I think, right? 8 Eastern?
8 Eastern.
We usually go about 2 hours.
Yeah, they're about.
All right. I'll shut up now.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Keep hobbying.